Okay, I believe we're done with the diamonds. Let's go back to town.
Oh, a parcel has arrived for me. I bet it's my little order. Indeed, it's the diamond. I wouldn't want to keep something as precious as this in the house. I better take it to Salva straight away. This idiot actually fell for it. He can't wait to bring the diamond to his master. Now I should hurry to Alex. We will watch together what the two king killers plan next. That will finally convince her.
Hi, Simon. Still looking for more evidence?
What is this oversized washing machine?
This is an instant machine. You can turn all kinds of things to powder with this.
Ah, a machine for making instant soups.
Yeah, but you can turn nearly everything into powder and transform it back by just adding water. The manufacturer claims that it even works with living beings, but I haven't dared to try that yet.
Can't you demonstrate it to me? I'll help you getting in.
No, I won't do that. I don't trust the manufacturer. I think you need a little magical talent to get the souls into the instant powder. You wouldn't be the right person to do that.
Hey, thanks for reminding me of my poor magical skills.
I think your double has a lot more talent to offer, as well as some other things.
Don't be disgusting.
I can prove now my double is up to no good.
Really? Did you crawl through his garbage and found out he's not recycling?
Nonsense, of course he's recycling. Not only does he separate out his garbage, he washes it beforehand. But I have found something. Come on, let me show you.
Okay, I'll have a look, but this is the last time.
Yeah, I promise. Now let's go, and we should take Calypso with us. There they conspire, the traitors. You are about to see how bad the other Simon can be.
Ha! The stone is finally mine. This completes my light beam machine. I will now go and test my deadly device.
I want to see his ingenious face when he notices I gave him the wrong diamond.
The king is sitting on his throne. That's a rare opportunity. Too bad I can't allow anyone to attend this spectacular coup. I did it! The king is dead!
Congratulations! Now you can take over the throne. Not so fast, my dear double. I've crossed your evil plans.
What? Who dares to interrupt this moment of triumph with such bold talk?
Do you see now? Fake Simon helped Salva build this fatal device to kill the king. The diamond that he brought him was the last missing component. Fake Simon is evil to the bone, no matter how upright and righteous he pretends to be. That's not true. I didn't help Salva kill the king. I tried to prevent the murder. Is that why you ran straight to that Chamberlain? If it wasn't for me, you would have brought a real diamond instead of this fake one, and the king would be dead now.
What?
That's horrible. What have you done? I wanted to prevent Salva's evil plans by getting him a real diamond, when what he wanted was a glass diamond. Oops, it was me who brought a glass diamond. That means Salva's got what he wanted, and the king is, dead? Now that's something. You put your efforts into preventing evil deeds, and all you do is fail. Well, that's what it's like to be a hero. Why do kings always have to be this heat-sensitive?
Simon, you should be ashamed. You killed the king.
Exactly. And now we know who's good and who's bad. The other Simon tried to help the king, and you just tried to help yourself. Now you've got the king on your conscience. You're a know-it-all smartass that's in love with himself. And you're a psychopath.
He's two psychopaths, Alex. I see two of them.
They're doubled, grandfather.
Doubled? That's insane. Like these two Simons.
Wait a minute, just because this went a little wrong doesn't mean the situation is totally screwed. Maybe I can fix it.
And how would you do that? The king is dead. You want to raise him from the dead?
Well, we could try. Maybe my oh-so-clever double has got an idea?
You have all lost your mind! You want to raise the king from the dead? You know what? I'll even help you getting there! What? Crumbs! My weapon is overloaded!
Simon? Simon! Oh no!
Welcome to the realm of the dead, mortals.
Oops, I thought we were all dead. That's totally amazing! Did we all shrink, or is this a giant's office?
Who is speaking? We are confused.
It has not even been a minute since we arrived, and I have already detected something illogical. Suppose we really are in the realm of the dead, then why are we being addressed as mortals? Or is it possible to be deader than dead?
Silence! Bow your heads before your Lord Hades, miserable vermin.
Hades? The Greek god of the underworld? I don't see why he should be responsible for us. I never...
Silence, ignorant, unworthy mortals! I have granted you the incredible honor to stand before me, the god of the land of the dead, and I expect the appropriate respectful behavior. That's not asking too much, is it?
You're not really suggesting that we're dead, are you?
Let's see what your records say. Simon and King Tanzero IV. It states here that at the hands of a certain Kalaba, and by means of a killing machine lacking official approval, you have been carried from life to death in a series of utterly confusing events. In the course of these events, your mortal shell disintegrated into its molecules, or rather, it was converted into a non-viable carbon compound in some sort of exothermic reaction. Just a moment. Telephone. Hello, Department of Post-Mortal Affairs. My name is Hades. How can I help you?
That's typical of the authorities. Callers are always favored. I think I'd better get going.
We are truly dead? But how and why? Who dared such infamous assassination?
Your Chamberlain Kalaba is behind all this. The villain has aspired to your throne all along, and my double, the dilettante, helped him by accident. Hey, okay, a couple of things went wrong. A little accident. These things happen.
How often do you think I have heard these stupid excuses? I'd better tell you straight away. You are now in my realm, and no one, listen closely, no one will leave the realm of the dead without valid documents. Of course, you can apply to be released into the land of the living, but... Just a moment. Telephone.
So it isn't really my fault that Kalaba's now resting his big butt on the throne.
It is done, and the that double dope even helped me. I always knew that my dear assistant Simon was up to something. Now I'm finally king instead of the king, and very soon I'll reign over the entire magic kingdom.
Kalaba on the throne? No, the guards will prevent that from happening. They are still responsible for safeguarding law and order.
God, bring my future bride to her apartment in the tower, and make sure she won't be kidnapped.
Yes, sir. Your Excellency. Company march! 1, 2, 3, 4.
You swine! I'll never marry you. You're mean, sly, and worst of all, you're way too small.
Terrible, horrible, dreadful! Who will now inherit our throne and reign over our kingdom? Who will provide wages and food for the people? Listen to their sorrows and woes.
And who will squeeze exorbitant taxes from them to invest in this unaffordable fairy tale castle? I'm sure Kalaba will take care of that once he is on the throne. If only you dilettante of a double had stayed out of my business, we would all still be alive. In addition, would you please mind your tongue in the presence of His Royal Highness? Ah, the king is just as dead as I am.
Enough chattering. Go and have your discussion elsewhere. I have work to do. The files are piling up to the roof. All these confusing, unjustified, sloppily filled out applications. And now, get out of my office.
I would like to quickly inquire how one might go about requesting a release.
I have no time for this. Beat it. Come back in a couple of centuries or so.
Finally out of this frickin' department. I can't believe it. That's all you have to say? Whose fault is it anyway that we're here?
This is very true. As much as everyone is blaming Simon, the Red Simon, the Green Simon didn't actually help Kalaba build the machine in the first place.
You remember, there was this one person who wanted to help Kalaba build his neat toy? And who's that one person? It was you who helped Kalaba in the end. You broke into my house, you lied, you cheated, and you stole. Yes, I had a lot of fun. If I have to have a double, why does it have to be such a chaotic and infantile fool? Aren't you sorry for anything, not even that you're dead? Being dead seems okay to me. You have to look at the bright side. You can't die again. Stop blabbering like this. You don't seem to understand what you've done with your overestimation of yourself. So, would you please leave me alone now? Don't talk to me again until you realize what a mess you've caused. Whoa, my pedantic double seems to have had an emotional outburst. He must really be angry.
I mean, admittedly, Simon here should have actually spoke to the Green Simon. Anyway, we're here now.
Skulls, flickering lights, dark, gloomy ruins. As creepy as an office in the real world. Lots of files and forms. I'm not going to touch any of this unless someone forces me to. A triangular piece of wood to keep the door open. Seems to be the height of technological advancement around here. They probably attached the skull to make it fit with this place's decor. I guess first I've got to find a way to distract Hades. He won't be too happy when I take his doorstop away. Looks like Hades has neatly filed away every folder. How stupid, doesn't he have a life? What a monster of a desk! This guy's clearly compensating for something.
Deaf?
This should do as a pretty loud horn. I'd really love to go on shouting my head off, but I'd only get into trouble.
Application
Looks like Hades has neatly filed away every folder.
Decline.
How stupid, doesn't he have a life? Ah, the classic drink among civil servants. Lukewarm, stale coffee. An interdimensional, fully functioning magic communication bone of a rather early design. That's used for boiled eggs and sometimes a children's toy. Howdy, Hades.
What do you want, you disrespectful grub?
Have you ever heard of the concept lunch break?
What the heck are you talking about? Oh yeah, I remember. In theory, there is such a thing, but due to the constant work overload, I've unfortunately had to cancel it. I guess I should rectify that at some point. Now, honestly, why should I take a break? A nice sandwich with ham or even egg. Hey, that would be worth it. But these things are very rare in this provincial land of the dead.
Can I apply to you for release?
Yes, that's possible, but not for you. You get on my nerves.
Hey, I'm the good guy in this adventure, and everyone knows that the good guy doesn't die in the middle of the story. So get me the application form now.
You still can't believe it, can you? You're not in the middle of the story. This is the end. That is... Well, what the heck, I don't care. If you want to kill some time, here's your form. You better take a whole stack in case you make a mistake. Applications containing spelling mistakes will not be processed. Have fun with it.
I wish this was the end.
That's the application for an early release from the realm of the dead. I wonder why they have exactly 42 pages. I do not envy the poor soul that has to read and work through all this.
Okay, let's do some exploring.
That's a well-organized office. You can always roast a marshmallow while you're waiting. Terribilix, what are you doing here? Are you dead too?
Oh, you must have confused me with someone else. May I introduce myself? Ruby Roland. I'm a businessman. You obviously met my younger cousin, who still walks among the living.
What kind of a businessman are you?
Well, I buy, I sell, I trade. Bartering is very popular in the land of the dead.
You're related to Terribilix?
Yes, Terribilix is the most promising of all my cousins. If he keeps going like that, I'll let him take over the family business someday.
The Dragon Mafia will probably take control over the whole Magic Kingdom.
Be careful what you say. The Styx is full of people that try to be funny.
Bye-bye! Is this the red light district of the land of the dead? I wouldn't want to live in this thing. I'd prefer a stylish loft.
Yes? What do you want?
Ah, a zombie!
No need to get insulting. I may look a little tired, that I know, but don't you ever go out to parties?
You're sure you're no zombie? You look like you're already starting to crumble.
Well, that's just my makeup crumbling. I'm Eurydice, the party queen of the realm of the dead. You must be new around here, if you've never heard of my famous orgies.
Orgies with dead people does not sound exciting to me.
Party on, sweetie. May I join you?
Do you have an invitation? No. Then there's a reason for that. Get lost.
Don't you love games with big wide open areas with nothing much to explore in them?
Oh, Eurydice, beloved Eurydice! In the darkest shadows of the realm I was looking for you, since death took you away from me. Yes, I will search on and I will find you.
Kick the drugs, buddy. They'll kill you in the end.
Who are you? Are you bringing me a message from my dear Eurydice?
No.
What is it that you want, then?
Are you Elvis?
Who's Elvis? I've never heard of that man. Probably because he's not dead.
Oh, yes. How could I forget that? What's your business with Eurydice?
I am on a selfless mission. I have to free the loveliest of all nymphs from the cold land of the dead, so that she can see the light of day once again.
Hopefully it won't rain on your return.
After my dangerous path, past the cruel three-headed monster and beyond the poisonous waters of Styx, I shall now play and sing for Hades to beg him to let her go.
I see you're still into that chick, but why are you sitting around here crying?
I'm not crying. This is a lament. Big difference, by the way. Cerberus, the cruel god of the underworld, attacked me with his sharp teeth and claws, trying to end my life. So I had to throw my precious lyre into his greedy mouth to get away. Oh, I should have given my right arm instead.
Sure, but do you think it would be possible to play the harp with just one arm?
Lyre! That instrument is called a lyre. You don't have one, do you?
I'll leave you to your depression.
Salva, boy. Are you new to the realm of the dead?
Hey, I'm just here on a visit. I'm not actually dead.
Ah, a tourist. That's handy. I'm currently working on a travel guide.
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself. Ovid, retired lyricist, author of Ancient Rome, and reporter for the local Epitaphius Diurnus newspaper, by profession.
What are you doing down here?
Being dead. What else did you expect? Furthermore, I'm revising my celebrated work, Metamorphoses, as finally I've got the chance to interview the protagonists, alive.
What in heaven's name are the Metamorphoses? Are you an illusionist?
What a Philistine! Metamorphosis is my greatest work. It's a documentation of the psychological and physical transformation of the well-known as well as lesser-known heroes from the Greek and Roman classical antiquity, in 15 volumes.
I'm glad I didn't have to read that in school. Would you mind sharing some of your comprehensive mythological knowledge with me?
I'm more than happy to share my profound wisdom with those that are eager to learn. What do you need to know?
Do you know a cool story about Orpheus and Eurydice?
Indeed, a tragic story. Eurydice was the loveliest of ladies, and Orpheus was such a glorious young man with a voice clearer than any mortal could ever imagine.
There was no single man in the whole world that could play music as beautifully as he. They wanted to lead a happy, married life together.
How tragic. That sounds awful.
But on the day of their wedding, Eurydice was bitten by a snake and died from the poison. Orpheus, however, would not give up on his beloved Eurydice and took the dark path down to the realm of the dead. With his beautiful voice, he charmed Cerberus and finally reached Hades, to whom he lamented his loss in canto, moving Hades to tears.
Oh man, even I'm finding it hard to hold him back.
Hades ordered Orpheus to turn around and leave the realm of the dead, and Eurydice would be allowed to follow. But if he tried to look back to see if she really was behind him, he would forfeit the agreement, and she would be forced to return to the dead.
Let me guess, he was curious and turned around?
Yes, 7 or 8 times by now. Hades just ignores him when he shows up again singing his song. Good old Orpheus seems to have a little problem with his maid. He should read my Ars Amatoria.
Ars Amatoria? Wow, I hope that one is illustrated. What can you tell me about Hades, the man behind the desk?
Hades, Pluton, the ruler of the dead, the god of the underworld. Need I say more?
Oh, that one. Thanks. Now I need to watch 3 hours of crappy soaps to clear my mind of this lecture. See you later. I could see a quill there. There's probably a scribbler living here.
But we have no way of accessing this house. Okay. Barren Grounds? I thought this was the Barren Grounds. Oh.
Assigned to the Department of Post-Mortal Affairs. His Majesty Terzero IV, world champion when it comes to enacting useless bans. That's Simon, my stupid double. Pretty grotty, this tomb. The torch is casting a wonderfully unhealthy light. Well, at least it fits the style of the landscape.
Oh. Hello?
Hey, I know this chicken from somewhere. I feel sick. Unspeakably sick. Whatever's the point of living, being dead? Wake up, Simon. That's the depressed chicken from Little Red Riding Hood's crazy family.